So I'll turn it over to Principal DeSimone.
Thank you, David. You know, how this spins, it's good that that data gets represented because it really defines what we're doing with the project. And we've presented before, but it's good to get a refresher on really what's going on. Staff report that they feel more supported in an effort to educate students. The project is contributing to a more positive school climate, which I think we feel and see, and that was said in the video. We have seen a reduced discipline actions, failure rates, and other, you saw the dropout rate recently, which is a dramatic reduction, attendance as well, things like that. Of course, that's a wonderful thing. We know there are other factors that contribute to that. We know that percentages fluctuate, but it's certainly a positive trend. And just like it says, multiple efforts contribute to these positive outcomes. With that, I don't know, what do we have for next slide? Right now, we have been in a monitor and an evaluation stage with this. And again, we feel positive. From my point of view, personally, as the principal, I feel so lucky to have what we have, just because it's sheerly positive. And like we said before, if there's one extra connection in the school for that one student who we may have lost, it's been a success, and that's all that matters. And we want to build on that success. Our goal right now, and our responsibility now on the school end, is we have benefited greatly from the wonderful resources from this grant, from the Health Foundation, and from as you see, the plethora of intelligent people we have in our school at this time. It's on us now, if we truly believe that this has been a success. This model is designed for us to find sustainability in it on our own. This project is eventually going to phase out. We've been extremely lucky with what we have, but I just did want to mention that's something that's going to be on us to try to figure out what we've found to be particularly helpful, important, and hopefully take advantage of the shift in the culture. With that, building on successes, I'm going to introduce Dr. Jan Yost of the Health Foundation of Central Massachusetts, where she is the president and CEO, and a huge part of the vision and oomph behind the Winchendon Project. So please come on up.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
My father grew up as one of 4 children in a family that struggled mightily during the Great Depression in rural area of Kansas. In describing some of his challenges, he summed it up by telling us about a common saying they had in Kansas that went like this: life's hard, then you die. Now that's an awfully pessimistic view of life for anyone to have, let alone young people. And with all due respect to my father and those who grew up in the Great Depression, today our youth are growing up in similar economic situations, yet in a far more complex world. Indeed, despite our distaste for aging, even if we could, I suspect few adults would choose to go back now and attempt the struggles of being a teen. We recognize that there is no silver bullet that will help every youth survive life's challenges and thrive. But we do know from research that access to behavioral health services and other reinforcing evidence-based practices, like those you've heard about with the Winchendon Project, will have a positive impact. We commend the Winchendon Public Schools, and especially Murdoch Principal DeSimone, for your leadership in creating the model of a supportive school environment. We also commend the Joint Coalition on Health of North Central Massachusetts for reaching out to the Winchendon Public Schools to create this model environment. So tonight, the Health Foundation of Central Massachusetts is pleased to announce a grant of $377,000 for Phase 3 of the Winchendon Project to be implemented in 2010. This brings the Foundation's total support thus far for the project, including the planning in Phase 1 and 2, to nearly $1.2 million. I'd like to recognize joining me tonight as one of our board members who lives up in this area, Dr. Michael Muchler, who's a physician with his office based in Gardner. Thank you, Dr. Muchler. The The Foundation's grant-making process is designed so that proven effective practices at Murdoch can be continued when the Foundation's funding draws to an end, and as it is anticipated to do, and decline in the next 2 years. So the project will also address increasing insurance reimbursement for behavioral health services and embedding programming within the school and community. The Winchendon Project is an investment that we anticipate will pay dividends for many years to come and set a new standard for schools throughout the Commonwealth. Thank you.
Bill.